Hey, what's up guys, Tony here, and I have got another Battlefield 3 video for you guys, and I've got actually several topics that I want to talk about, the last being the main body topic. But first, what I want to do is do a quick update. I know that I had talked about the baseball video, the pitching tutorial. I want to get that done. I actually have the video for it. I've got the notes for the commentary. The only problem is this last weekend I've been really busy with school. So as I'm recording this is Sunday, and I've got a couple hours before I gotta leave for work. And I've had two papers, actually three papers to write, two I had to finish, one I had to read and write for that I finished just this afternoon. Still have some Spanish crap that I gotta do for tomorrow. So this particular weekend was pretty busy for me, so I didn't really get a chance. Obviously, you can tell the only video that I really made was the video about my my trip to Europe and like how best to present that to you guys. So I got your feedback. I think what I'm going to end up doing, which might take a little longer, so I'll just end up recording the commentaries first and then like putting the pictures together, and more than likely it'll be sort of this hybrid, you know, slideshow game commentary, because there are some times where, at least in the first episode, or if you want to call it episode, but the first commentary that I do, I talk kind of at length about something that's not related to my trip, and so I could throw some game commentary or gameplay in there so you guys can just have something to look at besides like one picture or whatever. So I'm going to be working on that probably this next week, and so hopefully I'll get them out to you guys soon. Also, the thing that is super freaking cool is I am going to my first opening day ever. Like, ever. I've never been to opening day before, and so I'm going on Thursday with my buddy Nick, and so I just hit my keyboard. Ouch. So anyways, I'm going on Thursday with my buddy Nick, and I'm going to vlog the hell out of it. I've never been before. I've never seen Petco like packed, and I anticipate it's going to be just jam-packed, full capacity. I'm totally ditching school for this. I'm going to go to my Spanish class in the morning, and I'm going to vomos out of there, and I'm going to head down to San Diego, and it's going to be awesome. I've never been, so that's, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. And the other thing is today, I don't know if you guys, I mean, I was on for a little bit today, but it was just to test out this server thing, the paid servers, the ones you can rent. And so Sean and Chris, Snoo603 and Fake Thriller at ShustyBang, they are arranging a server right now for their channel, and they've got a lot of people who want to play with them. I know I've got guys who want to play with me, so what we're going to end up doing is, I don't know if we're going to share the cost of renting a server. We didn't really talk about it, but there's myself, Veggie, and the guys at ShustyBang, Chris and Snoov, and so we're gonna have this server, and then we're gonna, I don't know exactly the details because we just pretty much worked on getting it off the ground and like making a password for it and trying to make it as private as possible, so that way the people that want to come can put in a password and come play, and not have like random people from the internet just kind of jumping in. So it's really cool. It's like, I don't know about you guys, but it's like the best way that you could possibly think about playing with people. I know it's better than just like, I'm gonna, you know, get a party together and Call of Duty and I'm gonna play with 5 people. No, this is like, you know, 12 on 12. You get so many people. You can have an entire night of just sub stuff. So it would be kind of cool. It's not really too pricey. I think it's like $1 or $2 per day, and like $7 for 7 days, and it goes up to like $60 for 90 days. I'd really, to be honest, I'd love to have my own server, just rent one and set it up and do like open lobbies and stuff, but I don't think I have enough people that at the same time want to play, so it gets to be kind of tough. So this is why it's a good situation with the guys at ShustyBang, is they've got a lot of people that want to play with them. So that's the news on that. I can't like give out any other information because I don't really know it, and so I don't know if you guys follow them on Twitter or not, but they're gonna put that out there, put, you know, a password and all that stuff when they're gonna play. So you guys might want to follow them if you're not already subscribed. I know a lot of you guys have come over from there, and I appreciate that. So let's get on to the bread and butter of this commentary. So I noticed in the last Battlefield 3 video I put out, the one about the March patch, there was a significant amount of console warring going on, and that's something new to me. I've never had that sort of console warring going on in any of my comment sections. Actually, a matter of fact, that video is like the most viewed video in a 24-hour period and the most commented video that I've ever had, ever. And I don't know if it's just because it's a video that came out like 24 hours after the patch came out, or if it's because of ShustyBang, or if it was just because of related videos. I didn't really go look at the analysis of the video itself and where the views were coming from, and I loved it. What I didn't like is the console warring, and I've never really liked any of that divisive behavior that we have going on right now, and it's something that for me it's been going on for a while, and I don't know if it has a lot to do with the fact that I've been doing the last 48 hours I've been working on this Roman history paper, but there are, and I've had this conversation with my dad a couple times, there are aspects of our country, and right now I'm specifically talking about the United States of America. I can't comment on other countries, but being an American, I'm noticing that we've got all these divisive topics, these divisive just things in this country right now, and it's kind of bothering me, to be honest, because I've never noticed a period in time, within my lifetime, where people were so at odds on everything. Everything is black or white. I wrote down a list. I mean, from a basic, simple thing like PlayStation versus Xbox, and of course I put in there PC at the end of it. So it's PS3, Xbox, PC. When I was really big into cars and racing and stuff like that, it was import versus domestic, and then like drinking, it was like light beers versus dark beers, Democrats, Republicans, Macs, PCs, iPhones, Androids. I mean, the list is probably endless, and there's this contention that's going on. And so I got thinking about this, and I should have been recording my thoughts because I was like talking to myself while I was at work. I was just like, what defines you? And I think, and I've been thinking of this for a long time, so it's not really a new thought, but there is this notion right now that what you own defines you. And I don't want to get into the whole Fight Club thing, It's just like, you are not your job, you are not the amount of money you have in the bank. But it's true. There are statements in that book, in that movie, that are so true today. It's just like, you are not the console that you own. You are not the KD that you represent. Your KD doesn't represent you as a person. And you hear it all the time, especially in Black Ops with the combat record. People are just like, oh, well, you're just a 1 KD player, or you're just this. And there are all these hints at what type of person. I mean, suddenly if you're a 1 KD player and someone's saying, oh, you're just a 1 KD player, you had a great game, if you go you're like 20-5, and historically you're a 1 KD player, someone's just like, oh god, I can't believe that guy just had a record day. Therefore that person is a horrible video game player, and therefore a horrible person in general, just can't do anything right. So there are all these just like, what really defines you? Is the phone that you have, does that define you? The computer you use, whatever. No, it doesn't. What defines you as a person is what you do with your life, and like the things that you do with it. Like, you have kids, are you a good father, are you a good mother, are you a good citizen, are you a good person in general? So those things, those like real life things, are like what define you. And I'm not quite sure where, how, or why people have gotten hooked on this definition of a person by some sort of non-important product or label. It's confusing. It's something that maybe I'll have to look into at a later date, maybe for like a thesis or something. I'm not like a sociology major. I don't tend to be. I'm a history major, and I really enjoy history, but this whole period of just contention, it's mind-boggling, and I don't understand. And maybe you guys can put in the comment section, why are people so wrapped up in console wars? What is the attraction of the console war? I mean, I have both. I've got an Xbox, I have a PlayStation 3. I play on my PlayStation 3 more than the Xbox because I've got friends. I've got a lot more friends on the PlayStation 3 than I do the Xbox. Do I prefer one over the other? Not really. I mean, if I would say yes, just mainly because of friends and the controller, I just have always been a PlayStation guy. But as far as like playability and the games, I don't really see that big of a difference. I'm just, that's just from my humble understanding. So I don't get like the whole console war thing. And to get into a bigger subject, there was this philosophy in Roman history, the pater familia, the family, And basically, the whole concept breaks down into a very simplified version of the concept breaks down into this. If the family, so the father of the family, it was a very patriarchal society, the father makes sure, his job is to make sure that his family does well. So if his family does well and everybody else's family does well, then the city does well. And if the city does well, then the region and all these cities around it, and then the region does well. If the region does well, then Rome is doing well. So the idea that it's not about the individual, it's about the entire society as a whole. The individuals don't matter, it's society as a whole. It's like that whole Vulcan proverb thing, you know, it's just the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And that's a Roman idea. And so when you get into our country, it's all about individuals. It's not about what is best for the country or what is best for the gaming community. It's always about these little tiny individuals and what's best for them, and it's maddening. And I think that's where the whole console war kind of maybe to a certain extent comes from, all this little societal bickering and individuality and stuff like that. There needs to be more cohesiveness within a community, especially like a gaming community. I mean, we are a minority group within a large group of the country, and for the most part there's a negative connotation with being a gamer. And then when you get into the community, then there's all these divisive feelings and discussions and name calling. It's just like, what shouldn't we, and I don't want to sound like a hippie here, but shouldn't we be like one big happy group of people that enjoy gaming regardless of what console you happen to be on? So anyways, guys, well, that is basically my time. I'm gonna let this thing wrap up, but stay tuned for the baseball video here pretty soon for you guys who are waiting on that. I'll let you know about the ShustyBang private server when they give me more information about it, when it goes online for real. Because right now it's just a sort of a trial period. And then I'm going to be posting, like I said, the vlog from opening day. I'm really excited. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you later.